I wasn't aware somebody was watching me. Have you decided where we're having lunch? It's well known that spiders aren't insects. The fact that spiders aren't insects is well known. About how many hours will it take to get there by car? You must be very hungry by now. Is there somebody here who speaks French? If you discovered a new planet, what would you name it? Could you tell me your cell phone number, please? Tom doesn't speak French all that well. This medicine doesn't have side effects. Look, there's a cat in this kitchen. What are some of the possible side effects of this medicine? This medicine doesn't have any side effects. I think that I'm really not any good at French. This is my younger brother's bike. There's a book on the desk about dancing. I hope that you have a successful performance. There's a beautiful river on the other side of the park. On the other side of the park, there is a beautiful river. It has to be ready by the 20th. It needs to be ready by the 20th. Answer the following questions in French. A healthy curiosity is a fine thing. Tom hates the summer heat. Tom doesn't like the heat of the summer. Tom doesn't like the summer heat. I catch colds every winter. I like my French class better than my science class. We should try to treat everybody fairly. We should try to treat everyone fairly. We looked everywhere, but we didn't find the ring. I never dreamed I'd meet you here. I never dreamed that I'd meet you here. There are very few passengers on the train. There aren't many passengers on the train. There were almost no passengers on the train. There were hardly any passengers on the train. If I were you, I wouldn't do something like that. There was broken glass all over the road. When they're in danger, they run away. There were a lot of people at the airport. You'd better not associate with those men. No one else could find Tom, but I knew exactly where he was. The next thing you know, you'll be in the papers. Tom limps. No one wants Tom here. Tom offered a cigarette to me. I knew Tom was a traitor. I knew Tom was the traitor. I knew that Tom was the traitor. I doubt that it'll please Tom. I doubt it'll please Tom. The man that we saw in the park wasn't Tom. The man we saw kicking the dog wasn't Tom. I thought Tom was a non-smoker. What matters most now is whether Tom decides to do that or not. Tom threw his cigarette butt out of the car window. When will Tom be getting out of the hospital? What is a pomegranate? It happened 3 years ago today. I wish I had time to do that today. I wish I had time to help you. I wish I had time to eat. It's still moving. It's very practical. Nobody sat next to me. Nobody would sit next to me. No one would sit next to me. My intentions were honorable. Tom will do the work. Everything is so confusing. This isn't normal at all. I can't give it to you right now. I can't let you have this. Tomorrow will be a new day. Can I have a glass of orange juice? Can I have a glass of apple juice? I want to kiss you so much. I'd really like to kiss you. Would it be okay if I kissed you? Do you really believe that it's going to be easy to do that? Do you really believe it's going to be easy to do that? I think that I recognize this place. Don't you want to know why I did it? Don't even think about doing that. I believe it was Tom who said that. I believe that it was Tom who said that. I think that it was Tom who said that. I can't bring myself to throw this away. We would have helped if you had asked. It's never a waste of time to help others. Our boss is a Canadian. Our boss is Canadian. Our coach is a Canadian. Our coach is Canadian. Things will be much different from now on. Things will be a lot different from now on. You need to leave before Tom gets back. I need you to tell me what you're feeling.